A very lovely, lovely Wednesday morning. Once again, we thank you for joining us on Business Rendezvous on Independent Television, where we keep you abreast and up to speed with all the happenings in the business world, primarily to help you make sense of the numbers, the statistics, and the data so you can take action and earn big. My name is Sonny Duke Okosun, standing in for your regular anchor, Dennis Ofik. As usual on the show today, we'll be taking you around the global business world with all the latest and juicy stories that are trending. We'll also be having some major talking points, particularly as it relates to event management and the prospects thereof. I have with me already in the studio, just before we bring you the news segment of the program, the MD CEO of Purely Events Modeling Agency and Academy, a veteran media personality and event manager, and the Blue Bone Dafewari. Thank you for joining me on the program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sandy Duke.
Okay. There's so much prospects in event management, and it looks like a sector which some say it's more or less now like an all-commerce business. But let's start from the business. What constitutes event management from your perspective?
Actually, event management is one thing that Nigerians never looked into before. So today, it's now a breathing and household name. Everybody wants to go into event management. They want to go into event planning. Now, event management has to do with you understanding the ability to create, to manage, and to maintain an event. So if you cannot create events, if you cannot plan an event, if you cannot package or brand an event, then you're not welcome. So everybody now wants to be an event planner. And for you to be a very good event planner, you should be able to manage, create, and package an event.
Fantastic. To be a good event manager, you must be able to create, plan, and what?
Package.
And package the event.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the prospects level in event management? I mean, talking about the opportunities out there, because we have a growing population, particularly for the youths, which is in the region of over 80 million. And for that kind of population, we need to create jobs. We need to create employment and opportunity. So what's the prospect like in event management?
Huge prospect, because every day in our society, we all do events. Event management breaks into three categories.
Okay.
You have the corporate, you have the private, and you have the charity events.
Okay.
So this particular set of events is wide open. People celebrate every day. People marry every day. People are into event shows. So as an event person, there's a lot of job openings. You have vendors there. You have decorators there. You have caterers there. You have hostels there. You have a lot. So there is a lot in it. The only problem we are having when it comes to event management is the finance. The finance is the major problem, but there's a lot of openings in it.
Okay. When you say there's a problem of finance, which is part of the discussion that we're having now, looking at the challenges. If you're doing an event, for example, a corporate event, you have the intention of making money out of it. So how is finance a problem? It's a business venture. You should be able to put structures in place for you to know what you're putting in and what you're expecting at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, you don't run into losses. So how is finance a problem?
Okay, basically, a lot of persons want to do events. And they said, we need Mr. A, Mr. K to come and plan the event for us. Now, majority of persons doing event, they don't have the capital to do the event.
Okay.
So sometimes they say go and source for funds to do the event.
Yeah.
So that's where issues are. But when you have the funding for that particular event, you don't have issues. So want to do a corporate event, a grade A event. A grade A event, you need a lot on it. First, you look at the publicity angle of it. You look at the publicity, and that's the major part of it. Then you now look at the stage setting. You now look at the inbuilt settings. So every areas you need finance.
Okay. If you need finance, I mean, can't you source for the finance?
Definitely.
So how do you source for finance? What are the platforms through which you can source for finance to fund an event, a corporate event?
First, we have what we call the sourcing for funds for corporate event. That's why we see the multinational, the individuals, the personals. So most cases, proposals are sent to multinationals. Okay. And basically, multinationals, they see letters all the time. Now, when people write letters, multinationals, they want to see what will benefit them. But some of us will just write and it's always, we do publicity for you. No, multinationals want to see what is your traffic in your event.
Yeah.
If you have a grade A traffic, they are into your event. They will be the one begging you to come into your event. But when they are saying there's no traffic, there's no benefit, they don't come in.
Okay.
So first, send letters to proposals to multinationals. You have one-on-one relationship with some personal persons, you do that. So there's always funding when it comes to events.
So which means part of the reason why some events don't get the kind of sponsorship that they desire.
Traffic. They don't have the traffic.
So they are not able to convince the sponsors, particularly multinationals, to buy into such events.
Yes.
Okay. What do you make of the challenge of quackery in event management? How do you see that as a problem?
It is a big problem because today everybody wants to do an event. Now, most cases people just go to, we called it the grade C. Now the grade C, people want to use in-bars to do events. Already knowing that the in-bars have their normal clientele for that. And they just go there, do their normal one-on-one thing and they leave there. No good content. When you don't have good content, you spoil the event. So quack always don't create content. They just do it the way they see it, and that is it.
So probably there's no proper planning,
no proper planning. That's no problem. That's why I said when you don't have content and event, you know there's no event manager in that event.
Okay, you have been at the forefront in terms of creating events, creating content. You have a TV show, BBTV Comedy Box. It runs on the station every week. Yeah. And then you've also been into pageantry and all of that. Yeah. How would you describe that experience for you? And to what extent has that emboldened you to inspire you to continue to do more in event management and planning?
And first, the word is passion. When you have passion for what you do, there's always benefit for it. Okay. So when the passion is not there, the ability to move and attain greater height will not be there. Okay. So the word is passion. I've always had passion for presentation, for multimedia, and I always have passion for modeling and pageant. So those are the things that have been keeping me going. Okay. It's not all about the monetary aspect of it, because I know 20 years ago when we started it, it was like, wow, it was not like this. Yeah. I know then ITV were coming there looking, it was this morning on ITV, yes. The comedy segment, yes. Myself, Biggest Ben, Alan Blow, the other comedy, we would trek all the way from Ugbowo, main gate, down to Igosa, yeah. Just to appear in the program. Then it was this, I don't know to call it.
That's long time ago now.
So, it's the passion that is keeping me going.
Okay. Well, here you're having Miss Finance Face and all of that. What are the expectations for this year?
This year, by the special grace of God, is going to be something unique. This year, we're meeting international standards. This year, we want to make a lot of persons see that pageantry is not what we just do it for our personal gains, for our personal purpose, but it's giving back to the society now. So this year is something going to be unique because we're doing it the way pageantry needs to be. Starting from the walkway, the red carpet, entering the hall, and seeing the stage. So it's going to be beauty beyond imagination. Beauty beyond the imagination.
Is this something that is cut across the federation? So how many contestants do you have? When is your campaign starting, and all of the, when is the D-Day for the event?
For the first time, the pageant has been on for 20 years. For the first time in the history of Miss Finest Face Nigerian Beauty Pageant, so far we've gotten 33 contestants. And the camp opens April 2nd. Then the D-Day is Easter Monday, 10th of April.
Are we invited?
Yes, especially.
Anyway, let's quickly cap this conversation up as it relates to event planning, management, the challenges and the prospect, which is something that a lot of people want to go into. So what is your final word or advice to anyone who wants to go into event management and planning?
Well, for people that want to go into event management and planning, universities, they have courses for that now. Then for we have where we groom and train people for that. It's something that is unique, nice, and a lot of fun in it. You make good money from it. Because today, a lot of events fail because there's no event planner. A lot of events don't go well because the event management is not there. So successful events today is because there is a good event manager there.
Thank you very much, Andy Bluebone Dafewa, the MD CEO of Purely Events Modeling Agency and Academy. Is a veteran media personality and event management consultant. He's been Miss ITV Beauty Pageant consultant for over how many years now? Such a long time. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, it's the Business Rendezvous on independent television. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with you with the rest of the program. Please stay with us.